Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field and Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all for him.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back has it. It's a fumble. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. You don't have ball security. Your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a
Running backs. I mean, not only backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snares it outside, it's Hill. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to it? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks, it's Payne. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. He's going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The lone back's got it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive balance.
A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You've got to really make the defense think it's pass. So keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Toss sweep to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With jet sweep pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Caught in the backfield, it's York. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, he's strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Here's the handoff. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him.
Yeah, it was on me. I held it too long. I fucked that one up. Got it next time.
Wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, This has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 6 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's reverse. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's York. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get that done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down in the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. A little screen to the running back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside.
When you're a defense, you really stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 3rd.
Really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
The give on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing them up against this offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Got it behind the line. It's York. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. The give. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Trying to pound their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Now on the move. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This offense has a 2nd down play. The aerial assault continues. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle. It's small. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. the AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Hampton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the...
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. He'll just keep slinging it. And his throw is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.